Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV. Manchester City, eh? Champions of England. Manchester City, eh? Champions of Europe. And now, Manchester City, champions of the world. Manchester City are world champions. They are the best club side in world football after beating Fluminense 4-0 in the Club World Championship final. We're the best team out there, and you better believe it, guys, we are better than Argentina, who won the World Cup for countries. But City, look what we did. We are a far better team, in my opinion, than Argentina. Well, I tell you what, that lineup, most of it was kind of expected. Alvarez came back into the side. I was a bit disappointed for Nunes that he dropped to the bench. I thought he had a decent game. Kovacic, he was dropped to the bench as well. And as I said, Alvarez came in, but Rico Lewis came in, as I think Bernard and myself suggested that some of the players from the bench might come and start the game. And wow, we started that game with a blast. It was like the FA Cup final all over again. Because I'm in France, still in France, it's deja vu all over again. After 40 seconds, Marcelo did a pretty poor pass out from the back. It went straight to Aki. I think he chested it down, took it forward about 15-20 yards. No one came to close him down from outside the box. Nathan Aki had this bending, curling shot. Don't know if the keeper got his fingertips to it, but it hit the post. If he did get his fingertips to it, what a great save. It's denied Aki a superb goal. But there was Julian Alvarez following up about 6 yards out. He was kind of stumbling and he chested it in from a few inches off the floor. It was absolutely fantastic start for City. And in the next 90 seconds, 2 minutes, it looked like we could run all over them. I don't think they were at sixes and sevens a bit, but at the back they were trying to pass it out. We nearly nicked it off them, and a 2-0 after about 2 or 3 minutes, the game would have been pretty much over, done and dusted. But give them their credit, Fluminense, is that how you say it, Fluminense? They came out. For the next 20 minutes, they had a pretty good stab at things. Without creating too much, but they had a decent control over the ball, decent spell of possession, playing out from the back. Man, they were monsters at playing out from the back. Tight spaces. I thought there was no space. They were playing it out from the back. Really fantastic. The goalkeeper, I think he did a Cruyff turn at one point, or half a Cruyff turn, but he was good. Marcelo and the other defenders, they were very good at coming out, and they were putting a lot of pressure on us. When we had goal kicks, they were really putting us under pressure. After 15 minutes, Edison got lucky. He got lucky a few times tonight, I think. He tried to pass the ball down the centre. Someone, the attacker, just got a nick on it, and it went to one of their players, who knocked it through a little bit. I think it was a back heel there, and forward run onto it. Edison brought him down in the box. Referee was pointing to the penalty spot. It was a penalty, and lucky Edison. It was offside, not by much. Artificial intelligence offside. It was instantaneous, almost immediate. That's how it should be done in the Premier League. Are you watching Premier League? PGMOL and all those toe rags in the Premier League were giving us this crap VAR. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic artificial intelligence there. Calling it immediately, getting it right. We moved on. There's a couple more terrible passes out from the back from Edison. Absolutely terrible. One straight to their player, I think. Another one straight out. There's no one anywhere near that. It was a bit shameful. But anyway, after about 20 minutes, for whatever reason, Fluminense, they got tired or whatever. They stopped pressing as much. They give us more space again. After 26 minutes, a great through ball to Phil Foden in the inside left channel. He went through. He crossed it in. Well, at the time when he crossed it, I thought, we're watching it live, I thought someone was going to come in and tap it in. But defender stuck his leg out, past the goalkeeper. It was our own goal. I can't give that to Phil. It was an own goal, really. And we were 2-0 up, and all right, you're expecting City to win it from there. Having said that, against Crystal Palace, we didn't really manage to hold on to our 2-0 lead. But, overall, I think a lot of the stuffing was knocked out of Fluminense at that point. After about 40 minutes, they had a good opportunity. They had a corner come in. Arias, I think the fella's name is, he got his head to it. Edison made a good save. Give him credit. He made a good save. And then the follow-up, the fella was offside, and when it was, it came to nothing anyway. 41 minutes, I think Grealish had a pretty good shot which the goalkeeper saved. I mean, it's the way, I think Grealish just got there in front of the defender as Grealish was kind of, he would be cutting in anyway, and it just lent itself to having a shot, and Grealish had a shot which was saved. Went in at half-time, 2-0 up, came out in the second half. I don't really think they were up to much. It looked like it was just going to, not peter out, but there's still plenty of time to go. But they were still open. There was still not pressing us enough. There's a lot of space when we came forward. I think most players were playing pretty well, but we're also playing within ourselves. At 2-0, it was like that, the old training ground exercise, but we were, I think, well in control at that point. On 70 minutes, a nasty tackle on Rodri. I mean, the fella got the ball, but he went through on Rodri's ankle. Rodri went down like a sack of spuds, and it looked bad. He was wincing and hobbling and holding his knee, so there was worries that it could have hurt his ankle, could have hurt his knee, but he wanted to carry on. I'm not so sure. If it had been 3-0, he'd have been off. But he wanted to carry on. Unfortunately, within a minute, I think it was Alvarez put a ball through to Phil, crossed it into Phil Foden. Can't remember who won it in midfield. It was well played in midfield, and I think it was Alvarez who crossed it into Foden, who slid in, and it was 3-0. And immediately Rodri came off. People came on. You had Kovacic, Nunez was on. Later on, Oscar Bob came on. Quite a few substitutes. Game was over as a contest. They had a few little. Bits of excitement, but there was really nothing to it. I think Edison made another save, and right at the death, Julian Alvarez pops up. I think I can't remember who crossed it. A cross come in, and I think defender. I think did bounce around a bit. Anyway, Julian Alvarez scored 4-0. By that stage, you were dancing around the room. You weren't really focused. It was right at the death of the game. City won by 4-0. Julian Alvarez. I'll say this for him: he's in the right place at the right time. The kid is now world club champion. He won the World Cup. He's won the FA Cup. He's won the UEFA Super Cup. He's won the Premier League, and he's won the Champions League, all in the space of 12 and a half months, or just over 12 months. Wow, the kid's 21, 22 years old. He's won all that. I don't think there's any other football player who's held all those trophies at the same time. There's not many who can get anywhere near that, to be honest. To have all of them in your back pocket. Wow. I mean, we're only missing the Community Shield in the League Cup. Otherwise, it would have been a clean sweep for Julian Alvarez. But hey, City are now World Club champions. It's what Pep wanted. I think Pep's won it loads of times. Look, they were talking on the TV about a comparison between Sir Alex Ferguson and Pep. There is no comparison. There is no comparison. Yes, Ferguson, what he did at Aberdeen was fantastic, and eventually at United was fantastic. But Pep's won, loads of trophies at Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Manchester City. We're going for our fourth league title on the bounce. We've got the treble here. He's won the Club World Cup at Barcelona, I think at Bayern and at City. He's won tons of stuff everywhere he's gone. There's no comparison. City, quite rightly, World Club champions, whatever you want to call it. Best in the world. It's fantastic for City, fantastic for Pep, fantastic for the players, fantastic for the owners, fantastic for us fans. We've done it, and yeah, look, it's nice. It feels a bit funny, because we've won 2 trophies already. We've won the UEFA Super Cup and we've won the Club World Cup already this season. It's absolutely fantastic, guys, fantastic, and loving it all day long, guys. Drink it in. Manchester City, little city, World Club champions. And when when we go to Aston Villa, when we next go to Aston Villa, or when their fans come up to us, we will be able to say to them, champions of the world. You'll never sing that. See you around, Blues.